because the solicitor wouldn't give the undertaking, the bank wouldn't give the money. But they were stuck in this legally binding contract.
And they've lost the
So now they've lost their 10% deposit.
They lost the deposit?
They'd lose their 10% deposit, yeah.
What sort of legal protections do you have if you buy a house on an online auction?
So what I found, I've recently been contacted by 2 different people where they went on these online auctions. They had gone to their bank, they had gotten approval in principle, so they knew how much money they had to bid. So in fairness to them, they did their due diligence. They went then online, they were the successful bidder. Now, this is very different to where you go to an auctioneer and you place your bid, because from when you pay your booking deposit to an auctioneer that way, to getting into binding contracts, your solicitor can check the title deeds, you can get your engineer out to inspect it.
Yeah.
But in these 2 particular cases, they didn't do their due diligence, didn't pick up the phone to their solicitor. All they had gotten was their approval in principle, went online, were the successful bidders. And when you are the successful bidder, you instantly get into a legally binding contract and you pay your 10% of your deposit.
Even if they hadn't seen the house or had engineers
Well, now,
have a look
sometimes
at
they
it?
may have seen the house,
Yeah.
but in these 2 particular cases, they then picked up the phone to the solicitor. The solicitor, in a way, got the title deeds in then and the loan offer. And when a solicitor gets a loan offer, in the pack, they get a thing called an undertaking. So as a solicitor, I have to give an undertaking to the bank to say, I've reviewed the title deeds. I'm 100% happy that you're getting good, marketable title, because the bank want to make sure that if they ever need to repossess the house, they'll have no issues reselling it. But in this case, these 2 cases, the solicitor said, hang on, I've looked at the title. The title is not all there. There's massive issues here. I can't give that undertaking to the bank. So now, even though they had gotten the approval in principle, because the solicitor wouldn't give the undertaking, the bank wouldn't give the money. But they were stuck in this legally binding contract.
And they've lost the
So now they've lost their 10% deposit.
They lost the deposit?
They'd lose their 10% deposit, yeah. Now, I don't
Who
know what's
gets
after
the
happening
deposit?
at this stage. The solicitors for normally with these bidex online, it's normally a bank that's selling. It's a repossession. So who'd have the 10% deposit is the bank solicitors would be holding it. But if it falls through, it goes to the bank then, that 10% deposit.